It's Week 5 of the National Football League, and we'll see the Antlers, veteran quarterback. He got the QB not once, but twice last week with a pair of interceptions. It's the Antlers and the Huskies. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Antlers of Toronto taking on the Huskies of Anchorage. Strap in, this will be a good one. Two one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. They run the counter. It's Reeves. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively,
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. They'll set up to throw. Complete. It's Henry. That'll give them 8 that time. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
17 yards there on 3rd down as they pick up a 1st and 10.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Toronto 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now a give, right side. Reeves. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Under pressure, down he goes. sacked at the 10. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of a season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. When you look at this defense, they are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Ooh, the juke. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He completes it to Henry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this 2nd go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
1st down, Antlers.
Back to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Antlers are able to extend their lead. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. A drive there of just 4 plays. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Barrett. Caught by Woods. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Barrett. He'll get this to Ward. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 4th down. On now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Pressure comes and down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. 3rd down at 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's to the sideline and complete. A nifty job to make the catch, but the throw took him right out of bounds. 3rd down and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now. Toronto in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Call that a gain of 11. Now Barrett. That's Ward, complete right side. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Woods. And This time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 31.
Back to throw Barrett. Caught here by Griffin. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Barrett looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Huskies have got it back to within a score. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Now for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On second down now. It's Woods, and the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Barrett. Escapes the sand, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man, that's Henry. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First down, Toronto.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Huskies 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's Barrett on play action. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing here, Barrett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. And they'll call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd and 5. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 2nd and 11. He finds his man, complete. It's Reeves.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Barrett looks to throw on first. He finds his man, complete. That's long. And he is going to lose yardage here. Barrett will look to pass it. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. One more go for this offense in the first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin in the Alamo city of San Antonio, Texas, where you see the final score there. The Sentinels get back above 500 as they move to 3-2 with the victory. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent. The big story thus far has really been the snow. It's made footing treacherous, and if the forecast holds, it's only going to get worse. But I can tell you as a fan, these are the games you love to watch.
This taken in at the goal line. Breaks through the contact. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Barrett. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
To throw is Barrett. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. They bring their punter out there now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. 2nd down and a yard.
At the 45-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Reeves. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
But they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking side.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Barrett. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing rushing touchdown on the year. And the Huskies take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts this lead down to 13.
Huskies 14.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bennett. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd and a yard at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Reeves. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On 1st down, McPherson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
48-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Now a handoff up the middle. Reeves. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Toronto 1st down.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man complete. That's Reeves. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll set up to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Now back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
This is caught. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They'll try and run for it. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Antlers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up 1st downs.
On 1st down, Barrett to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Barrett. Here's a slant, and he's got it to Ward. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Barrett. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out and let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll run on 1st down. It's Reeves. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
At the 1-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From a yard out. And the Antlers are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's Barrett looking to throw. And then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Their mobile quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Antlers have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
30-yard line.
Throwing here, Barrett. This one complete to Butler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Barrett. He'll get this to Ward. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Barrett. That's complete to Butler. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 70 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Reeves. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Toronto, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Anchorage, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.